How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Ace Academy with the blue shifting. I don't know why I did it backwards that time, but probably because I'm super excited. Oh my gosh. I have been waiting for this. It's going to be fantastic. Nothing better than going to the hot springs. Well, okay. The funny thing is, I grew up near hot springs. They weren't ever the kind of this, obviously. They weren't Japanese hot springs, but they were hot springs nonetheless. And they are refreshing, and they are fantastic, and they are interesting. And, you know, it's a great place to go on a date. But this is a Japanese-esque type story with a lot of anime influence, and so I'm sure we'll get to some kind of hijinks and a very romantic conclusion. And I wonder if we'll get it all today. It depends on how fleshed out they made this, so hold on to your seats. Hopefully we do it. I'm sure by the title and the thumbnail, you'll have a bit of a better idea than I have right now. Isn't that fascinating? You guys get to know better before I do. But anyway, let's get started. Oh, so afterwards we got our bedroom and another thing. Turned out I blundered. In the garden, when I had a chance to follow the black and white striped thing that was a lemur, I should have gone. I did some research afterwards because I was curious. Turned out it was an encounter with Yuna that was going to be really sweet. But I goofed up and messed it up because I assumed it was a skunk, and I think that's justifiable. With all the other routes, it's pretty obvious that it's a moment alone with your significant other. I don't know. I'm sorry, but it was cute. They just kind of go off and have their own little moment. But anyway, let's get started. We eagerly follow Shou into the hotel where he presents our tickets. We had to wait for what felt like a couple hours, at least, while they prepped the place. Boy. Afterwards, an attendant leads Shou and I to the male changing room while other attendants lead the girls away. Oh, it looks so pretty. As is customary, we strip down and rinse ourselves thoroughly before entering the adjoining hot springs. I can feel the difference in temperature as soon as I step out of the room. There are a few other men spread out in the pool. They all look to be young and close to my age. Shou and I slowly wade into the hot spring. I dip my feet in and my toes tingle from the rush of heat. Carefully, I lower the rest of me into the water and instantly relax in the warmth. Now, funny enough too, like these hot springs, if they're natural, which these in Japan, I'm assuming most, if not all of them are, but they are different. It's different than just going to a hot or warmed pool. Like, there's something else. It's the mineral content. It's the aroma. There's something about it that makes it good. And no, not all of them smell like rotten eggs. Some can, but not all of them. Oh boy. Shou lets out a contented sigh.
Ah, this is the life.
I'm kind of like mentally relaxing as I'm imagining myself being there. I nod and close my eyes. I listen to the soft sounds of nature mixed with the low murmur of voices from the other patrons. The waters are mostly still, only rippling when someone enters or leaves the spring. The water gently eases out any remaining tensions in my muscles, and as I let out a deep breath, I wish this moment could last forever.
Hey guys.
Oh, of course you're here. Why wouldn't you be?
Akira?
Oh boy. I blink my eyes at the sound of a familiar voice. Akira has the small towel resting on his head.
Fancy seeing you here.
I'm glad that we're keeping it modest. I was just about to say the same that to you. What are you doing here? I'm all chill, you know, like I'm chilling in the water.
We can't stay on campus today, so instead of practicing, my team and I decided to do the next best thing. Heal in the hot springs.
Glad that we're thinking the same wavelength. I squinted the other men in the spring. No wonder they all look my age.
That's why everyone looks so familiar.
Well, did you honestly expect me to be here by ourselves, Shou? I mean, this has gotta be like the hot spot to be. Hot spot, wow. Not even trying, guys, and the puns are coming. I'm surprised I didn't recognize you guys. Akira smiles.
We look different without our uniforms. It took me a few minutes before I recognized you two.
Uh-huh. In the distance, I hear a high-pitched squeal. Was that the girls?
I think so.
I bet you that was Mei tackling Kaori.
Their spring is right next to ours.
Uh-huh. Shou perks up. Oh, don't you dare. We are not going to be peeping toms.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Let's find out.
You mean eavesdrop?
It's not eavesdropping if we're just checking on their well-being.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. This can only end poorly. I don't know. I've seen enough anime to know how this ends. Words of a wise man. Shou laughs.
Lucky for us, we aren't in an anime. We'll be fine.
You know what, Shou? I don't know. You kind of are. That doesn't make me feel any more confident about this decision. Akira climbs out of the water.
I know a way we can slip in unseen.
Oh gosh, you're in charge? Oh no. How exactly do you know this?
I can't give away my sources.
Oh, creepy. Dang, this is taking a creepy alley turn. Ah, man. I don't know. Once again, adventurous spirit ahoy! I'm gonna regret this, though. Shou and I look at each other, then shrug. I might have expected this type of behavior from Shou, but definitely not from Akira. We follow him out of the pool and into the changing room, where we each grab towels. Then Akira leads us through the employee entrance and into the tunneled hallway. Sheesh! The hallway opens up right beside a large rock enclave surrounded the women's hot spring, which keeps us perfectly out of sight. Oh boy. Giggles float around us as we peek over the rocks. Just our luck. Valerie, Yuna, Mei, Kaori, and Mei are right in front of us. Shou and I share a look as they're silently asking, Mei's here too? Then we shrug. If Akira's here, it only makes sense that Mei would be here too. I'm pretty sure they're dating. Like, it's kind of told, like, without telling us, it's kind of told us that. Okay, good. As long
It's
as
your
they're,
turn,
like,
Valerie.
somewhat modest.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Truth or dare?
Oh, wow, this is a good game.
Dare.
Okay, truth.
What? No, I picked dare.
Right, truth.
Jeez, alright. Mei turns to the rest of the girls.
What should we ask her?
Mei blushes.
What is it like being with a boy?
Oh, snap. Oh, jeez. Just coming right out with the right hook on it. It's just quite an assumption to make. Everyone stares at her with wide eyes, and Mei's face turns even redder.
Why would you ask me that? Because... you know...
Oh, we know. It's probably not, well, maybe. Even Kaori's cheeks are pink. I can't tell whether it's from the question or from the heat of the water. Valerie blinks.
Oh, right, okay. You see...
Fetch. Her voice trails off and my breath catches in my throat. Is this really happening right now? Shou and Akira's faces both focus intently on the conversation. No, this is... I don't know if we want to hear this.
How do I put this?
Oh gosh. Oh boy. She pauses again and she thinks. I'm both like pleased and terrified. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Okay, basically, imagine you have a motherboard. On the different
Aw,
sockets,
nice.
you have to add the different components. So first you put in the CPU, and then the RAM, a graphics card, some sort of storage drive.
Oh, that's a amazingly geeky way of explaining it.
Oh, and the power supply. You can't forget the power supply. That is what? Supplies power.
Ding, 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 ding.
And once all those pieces are ready, then it's time to make sure all the wires are connected. Some graphics cards require a 6-pin connector, while others need an 8-pin. Some also require 2 sets of connectors, depending on the power draw requirements.
Oh man, like, it's so normal, but when you're really looking for the innuendos, they're there, and it's creepy.
It's also important to pick a
I'm
good
never
case
gonna be able to make
because
a
you want to
PC
make
the
sure
same way
everything is well
again.
protected but still has strong airflow. Having a strong cooling system is important when things heat up.
Can't confirm. It both counts. Both sides of that coin. Oh jeez. Man. Oh man, this is an awesome game. The writing is so flippin' good. As Valerie continues with her explanation, the girls struggle to follow along. Mei's brows are furrowed, but she nods ever so often, listening carefully to Valerie's words. Yuna just seems plain confused, although she's trying her best to follow along. Kaori frowns thoughtfully. I can almost see the gears in her brain trying to piece together the image Valerie's describing. Only Mei sits with her eyebrows raised, her arms across her chest.
None of this makes sense.
Valerie freezes and looks a little panicked.
What?
Mei studies Valerie's expression of discomfort. Then she smiles triumphantly, as if she solved the puzzle. Oh, fetch.
Oh, you've never actually been with.
Valerie laughs loudly over Mei's voice.
You're so silly, Mei. What are you even talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Your
I would-
analogy doesn't describe it at all.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, you could kind of see where, like, it could be implying stuff, but yeah, it definitely was a dodge. Kaori crosses her arms.
If she's not right, then what's it supposed to be?
Uh-huh. Mei grins mischievously.
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Oh, and here we're gonna get derailed, because it's cliche. Plot. Oh, no. Look over at Shou. He's leaned too far forward. Oh, fetch. No. And accidentally wobbled an unstable pebble which rolled into the spring. One of the girls looks over in our direction and shrieks.
Run!
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! We scramble to the safety of the hallway and head back to the main changing room.
Do you think they saw us?
They probably saw you! The blood leaves Shou's face.
No! Akira, please, tell me otherwise.
It was pretty dark. Maybe they just saw a silhouette.
I told you the guys this was a bad idea. For your sake, I hope that's all they saw.
If I fall, I'm dragging you down with me.
Oh, heck no. Me? I was in the hot spring the entire time. Isn't that right, Akira? I've got a witness.
Of course.
You guys!
Once our pounding hearts subside, we returned to the men's hot spring as if nothing had happened. As soon as our time was up, we left the rest of the group. This way, there could have been anyone who disturbed the girls. Wow, trying to bring alibis in too. Akira rejoins his teammates while Shou and I change back to our clothes. We wait for the girls in the hotel lobby. We agreed to meet here for dinner, right? Shou answers nervously.
Yep.
After 15 minutes, they still haven't emerged. Shou shifts from foot to foot.
Do you think they really saw me there and now they've gone ahead without us?
I wouldn't blame them. Like, if they actually saw us, yeah. We kind of deserve it if they did. Shou has the decency to look sheepish.
I didn't realize girls talked about such private things.
Oh, of course. They're people. Guys talk about that stuff too. Well, maybe not that detailed, but, I mean, you have your private discussions with your friends. Neither did I.
What if this is all part of their plan for revenge? Leave us here waiting while they're all eating delicious food and laughing at us. Or maybe they've retired to one of their hotel rooms, dressed in their PJs, continuing their conversation.
Shou, stop it. Stop it. We're not letting our thoughts wander. I'm just gonna stop you right there.
But I was just getting to the good part.
And this is why we have an issue right now. That's a pretty lame revenge as far as revenges go, though.
I suppose that's true.
Trust me, they'd be much more devious. Holy crap. They would... Oh, I'd be terrified. Especially, Kaori would probably attempt to kill us immediately. Mayu would probably successfully kill us eventually. Valerie just laugh. And Yuna would be heartbroken, which would be the worst of it all. We wait a while longer before the girls finally appear. Kaori glowers at us as she marches over. Valerie and Yuna both look grave, and even Mayu looks stern. I'll fetch, I'll fetch, I'll fetch. We're screwed. It's been nice knowing you, Shou. I hope that you would, if I live on through this, I will make sure to remember you and maybe name a child after you someday.
God, they know. Should we just tell them?
Keep cool. I'll fetch. I'll fetch. The girls finally pause in front of us. Are you okay? Kaori glares at the two of us across their arms.
Of course not. We are surrounded by perverts.
Shou's eyes widen in panic, and even I begin to feel anxious. I was just teasing him before, but maybe he really did see us. This is a tough choice. If they did see us, anything we do besides come clean is just going to make things worse. If we try to play it off, maybe we'll be lucky, and they just know that somebody was peeping on them. And as much as I would like to, I'm not going to throw Shou under the boat. Oh, gosh. Oh! Fetch. We're really sorry.
Joseph!
The girls look at each other in surprise, but Kaori narrows her eyes.
I had a feeling it was you two.
Fetch, I didn't know! Screw myself! I screwed myself again!
Hey, don't drag me into this. This was all Brosif's idea.
Don't listen to him. Of course it was his idea.
Please. This type of thing just screams Shou.
Do you believe me?
I believe that Shou was involved.
Hey, Brosif could have acted alone.
Nope.
Not likely. I don't think so.
At least they know I'm a decent character.
Nuh-uh.
Mayu shakes her head. Oh, she's real pissed. Oh no. None of the girls even hesitate before answering.
Wow, even you, Mayu?
She looks away.
Sorry. I can't believe you pers were spying on us. What were you hoping to see?
Nothing?
Valerie gives him a blank look.
I mean, we weren't spying. We were eavesdropping.
I wouldn't say that so proudly.
How is that better?
Dare I ask why?
We heard someone shriek, and we wanted to make sure no one was hurt. Well, that's at least an acceptable lie. Maya looks alarmed, and then she blushes deeply. Valerie bursts out laughing. Yuna hides a smile. Even Kaori looks amused. That's a weird reaction. What happened exactly?
A spider crawled on Mayu.
Nothing!
Maya freezes after her outburst. Shou and I exchange a look. Oh, interesting.
Sorry to have troubled you.
We're just glad that you're okay.
Maya smiles weakly.
Thanks for your concern.
No problem. Kaori crosses her arms.
You're not going to get off the hook that easily.
We're sorry, but we were genuinely concerned.
Yeah, if you didn't want us over there, you shouldn't have screamed.
What? Why? Why? It's like you're shooting us at the foot repeatedly. Shou, please.
What? It's true.
Let's just accept their apology and move forward.
Thank you, Yuna.
What?
Yuna sighs.
Clearly it was a misunderstanding, and I'm sure the boys have learned their lesson, right?
Amen.
Right.
Yep.
There's no point in going back and forth anymore, and there's nothing else to say about the matter.
Gosh, she's so awesome. Kaori scowls but reluctantly agrees.
Fine. But if I catch you guys doing something like that again, I'm going to make you regret you were born.
Oh, trust me. I would willingly throw myself into your claws.
Yes, ma'am.
We promise we won't do it again.
Since that's all settled, does that mean we can finally go eat?
Kaori sighs.
Yes, we can go eat.
Finally! I thought my stomach was going to eat itself.
There are no words? I'm glad. Fun man. Not gonna be my wingman anytime soon.
You're so dramatic.
I'm pretty hungry too, actually.
So am I.
Let's go then.
Yuna leads the way as the team continues to tease Shou. The tension from before dissipates as everyone speculates about tonight's meal. That didn't go as badly as I thought it would. I'm just glad it's behind us now. I hope it's behind us now. When we arrive at the dining hall, we settle down at our table. The hotel offers a prix fixe menu, so all we have to do is confirm our number and the diners of diners, and the waitress pulls up orders our meals. Blah blah blah. Couldn't say half those words. Whatever happened to May?
She didn't want to stay after the incident, so she went to find her teammates.
Oh no! Oh. Did she ever finish explaining?
None of your business!
All the girls' faces are bright red. Even Valerie's. I wonder what that means she did finish. Soon the food arrives. It's a simple tray of rice, fish, and pickled vegetables. We quietly down as we all dig in. I hadn't realized how hungry I was until now. I feel a buzz in my pocket. As I pull out my phone, I notice all my teammates are checking their phones too. It's the group email from Dashu. They're reminding us about our coaching session that was scheduled for tomorrow. It seems they've received confirmation that Coach Ivan will be on campus to give us a few pointers before the match on Thursday. Nice. Yuna wears a broad grin.
Did you all get that email?
Yeah.
I'm so glad Coach Ivan will be on campus.
Me too! Oh, he's one of my idols.
Really?
Of course! He's a working legend.
How come I've never heard of him before?
He's almost as famous as the Akamis.
Shou looks thoughtful.
Actually, Mayu, doesn't your family know him?
Yes, but not very well. They respect each other, of course, but aren't close friends. That's why I've never met him.
I'm looking forward to what he can
Okay.
teach this team. There's a reason why he's won 3 championships and received the MVP award twice.
Ooh, nice. That sounds really cool. Wow, this guy sounds impressive.
I heard no matter where he goes, he always wears his signature helmet.
So it's the Stig. Valerie's heard of him too?
Huh, I've heard that too.
I wonder if he'll wear it tomorrow.
Probably.
It's gonna be the Stig, isn't it? The team continues to talk excitedly about tomorrow's training session. I soak in each story and rumor the team shares about him, and the more I hear about him, the more enthusiastic I feel about meeting him. After we finish our meals, I want to take up another dip in the hot spring. After all, my first session was kind of interrupted. Shou happily agrees, but the girls firmly refuse. They say they'll good nights and return to their rooms. Yeah. Shou and I relax in the hot water until we're about both stifling yawns. Then we return to our rooms as well. After all, we have an early morning to train to catch. I'm exhausted and collapse into my bed, and as soon as my head hits the pillow, I fall asleep. Aww. It's already over? I'm kind of sad. I was actually expecting a little more. I'm woken up at the crack of dawn by the most irritating chuckling noises. Apparently Shou's alarm is a rooster crowing. Clucking noise. Bro. Why? After unceremoniously stifling yawns and getting dressed, I make a quick sweep of the room to make sure I packed all my things. Shou had to make 2 sweeps because he kept yawning during his first and forgetting he'd already looked. We're all silent as we meet in the lobby. Mayu and Kaori are both wide awake and as perky as either of them could ever be. Una and Valerie even seem more exhausted than Shou and I wonder what's going on in their room. Una and Valerie. Before my mind can wander too far, I snap back to reality and glance guiltily at Kaori, who has her eyes narrowed. Can she read my thoughts now, too? Good thing I wasn't thinking anything perverted. Thank goodness. Ooh, wow, looks very pretty. Still in silence, we make our way to the train station. The train ride home feels longer than the ride to the hot springs. I resist the urge to ask, are we there yet? After what feels like an eternity, we arrive at Aizukaze. Finally! Napping in the uncomfortable train was nearly impossible. My thoughts kept drifting to my warm bed. I say a quick goodbye to everyone and practically speed home. As soon as I arrive, I make a beeline for my room and collapse onto my bed. Wow. That was a very unceremonious ending to that trip. I'm very severely disappointed, sadly. It was fun, but I really thought it was going to be longer than that. Oh well. Can't always be perfect. I'm sure we'll have our good moments in the future. Bright sunlight shines on my face, and I slowly blink my eyes open. Then I jolt upright in bed. What time is it? Did I miss the coaching session? I fumble around looking for my clock, but it's only 11 a.m. Coach Ivan won't arrive until mid-afternoon. I have plenty of time. In that case, I wonder if anyone is free. Oh, thank goodness we have something. Oh, okay, I guess Mayu or Shou. We'll go with Mayu, but it's probably both of them, quite honestly. I wonder if Mayu's up to anything. I'm debating whether or not to call her. A call comes in from her instead. Hey, Mayu.
Hi.
What's up?
I wanted to see if you'd like to go to the bookstore with me again.
Oh, that sounds pleasant. Sure, I finished reading the manga I got last time.
Me too. Actually, that's why I want to go back. I really liked it, and I want to get the 2nd volume.
Excellent. That's great. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Sure, I'll meet you there. After hanging up, I go and get ready. Well, this'll be fun at least. I hop on my bike and drive to the bookstore. I love this mall, so crazy. Since I'm the first to arrive, I decide to wait for Mayu inside. The same employee from before is at the counter and greets me warmly.
Hey, good to see you again. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Is Mayu not coming today?
She is. We're coming separately.
Oh.
I'm really surprised you remembered me, considering I've only been here one other time. An employee smiles at me. She has flawless skin and legs that go on for days. What is this place? And again, the store is atypical, basically every way, so maybe I shouldn't be surprised. The door chimes in Mayu's arrival. She waves at me.
I hope you weren't waiting long.
Oh no. Nope, not at all. Let's go find your book. She nods and we head off to the shelves. I browse for anything interesting while Mayu goes straight for the series she wants. After making my selection, Mayu's still browsing the shelves. Did you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, but then I also saw this manga, which I think is interesting. Or maybe this one?
She trails off, lost in thought, holding an adventure series and a romance series.
Which do you think I should get?
I don't know. Considering her relationship with Shou, maybe she could get some inspiration. Maybe pound some romantic feelings into that dullard. I'm still kind of sad that he ended up with Mayu, but I guess if they liked each other for so long, it kind of makes sense. But it'd be better treat her right, dang it. I'm a sucker for a good romance, which is true. I have to admit, sometimes like my favorite are the slice of life romance anime. They can be so funny. Like the romance and comedy in anime is so good. She blinks.
Really?
Don't tell anyone I said that. She looks thoughtful.
I'll just be another couple of minutes.
Okay, I'll meet you up front then.
Okay.
When I return to the checkout counter, the clerk rings me up.
Did Mayu like the manga she got?
Yep, she liked it so much she let me borrow it so I could read it too. He seemed intrigued.
Did you like it?
It wasn't bad.
What did you think of the fanfic?
I blink. Well, what fanfic? He seemed surprised.
You don't know the fanfic?
Where can I find it? The first clerk takes a tablet out from behind the desk and pulls up a web page.
Here you go.
I skimmed through the chapter notes at the top of the page. The main character gives up her musical career and returns to her hometown to take care of her mother. She struggles to adopt her new life, but is reunited with her childhood friend. So far, this is staying true to the manga. This chapter begins where she and her childhood friend are reconnecting, and she is beginning to develop feelings for him. He grinned at me through the heat, and the heat flows through my face. I quickly look away. What's going on? I've seen that smile a million times before. It doesn't mean anything. Except that it means everything. Knowing that his attention's on me, no one else, makes my heart beat faster. There's an electricity swirling in currents around us, making the air thick. Do you think we should invite the others? He asks, and my heart sinks. Why am I disappointed? After all, we're only friends. I shake my head to clear my thoughts, and he frowns in worry. We don't have to invite them if you don't want to. I don't want to. I want to smile and tell them it'd be nice to spend time with just the two of us. No, we should. I think they'd all enjoy that too. Why did I say that? He flashed me another warm smile. My knees go weak. Oh, of course, that's why. Funnily enough, been there, done that. High school was very interesting for me in that regard. You know, liking somebody who was a friend and then not really thinking like the reciprocal feelings were there.
Hey guys,
Ah! I glance up at me, who pushes her book down.
what are you reading?
Just a fanfic.
I didn't know you like fan fiction. Is it good?
I'm already getting the feels. Yeah, I've only read a little bit, but I'm already starting to get really invested in the characters, and I want to learn more. I'll probably finish reading this later.
Really?
Here, let me read you a section. He grins at me, and the heat flows in my face. I quickly look away. What's going on? I've seen that smile a million times before. It doesn't mean anything. Except that it means everything. Knowing that his attention's on me, no one else, makes my heart beat faster. There's an electricity swirling and currents around us, making the air thick. Mayu's face drains of color, then turns bright red. I pause. Have you read this before? The short clerk begins laughing as Mayu's blush deepens. I look from one to the other. This is strange. What's going on?
Well, actually...
Oh, she's the author. That's cute. She looks away, seeming too embarrassed to finish.
She wrote it.
Oh, that's awesome. What?
Yeah, Mayu shared it with me, which is why I was surprised you hadn't read it yet.
My eyes widen. Wow, Mayu, this is awesome.
Really?
Yeah, you're super talented. Have you written anything else? She seems shy.
The only other ones I've written, I haven't posted.
You should post it. I bet they're just as good.
I agree. You've got a gift.
Maybe.
Aww. We continue to chat around Mayu's writing. The clerk gives her a discount on her purchases, which Mayu is thrilled about. After promising to return soon, I offer Mayu a ride back to campus.
Thank you for coming with me today.
No problem. I'll be looking out for your next chapter. She blushes.
Please don't tell the others though. I'm not sure they'd understand.
Aww. Not even Shou. Oh, come on, Shou. She blushes.
Actually, he already knows.
Okay, that's good. Really? I'm not sure why I'm so surprised. Makes sense that she would tell him. She nods.
He normally doesn't read that kind of stuff, but he read everything that I wrote, and he said he loved it.
Aw, good job, boy. I'm glad Shou is finally being more receptive to Mayu's interests and hobbies. He just may have found a new interest too. Well, I promise I won't say anything.
Thanks.
She smiles and waves goodbye. Who knew Mayu was so creative? Not only does she play an instrument, but she also writes. Wonder if she can draw too. Mulling over the thought, I head out. Well, if she's doing fanfic, okay, I guess it was probably just a written document based on the manga. I originally thought it was like she would actually draw on manga pages and art. Well, you know what? It's time to meet with Coach Ivan. But I think it's going to have to be waiting for the next episode. Well, I have to say again, sorry to say, but I was a little disappointed. I mean, it was fun, and it was crazy. But of course, Shou had to get us caught. And I had to freaking blurt it out. I could have probably bluffed my way through it, but whatever. Better to be honest, I suppose. Anyway, this was a fantastic episode. I'm still looking forward to the future. I'm interested to see, because like we've got this big match coming up. I'm wondering, this could really be one of the hardest ones yet. And up till now, I feel like we haven't really had to come down to the wire. The closest we have was when Kaori and Mayu did their duel, and I kind of had to intervene. But even then, like, even though we lost Mayu and Shou, like, we were still pretty in control to the end. I mean, we had them outnumbered. It was an easy win. I'm thinking the next one's not going to be so. As a matter of fact, it could be our first loss. And because I don't know, I just don't see us having a perfect year. Maybe that's just me being a pessimist, but I just don't see it because, I mean, we can't have flawless. I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe we can. I hope we do. I don't know. I'm ranting as usual. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to all my ranting. I hope you enjoy it. I love giving it to you. And I love this game so much. So thank you for joining me again. Please check out my other content if you haven't yet. I've got a couple good series going right now. The Sunrider series and Love, which are both fantastic in their own rights. Ironically, both of them also, in one point or another, are going to involve giant mech suits. So apparently this is just the year of mechs for me on my channel. But thank you for joining me once again, and until the next video, watch with me, or whatever you happen to see with me next, I'll see you there.